Hey everybody, today it is actually Thursday. I accidentally misspoke yesterday and said yesterday was Thursday. Um, Gonna jump into my shave real quick. I'm using Tabac, it's in a non-labeled container, so no need to show that. As of now, I'm gonna use Ginger's Garden Tobacco Rose. Obviously, I'm gonna continue using that same gold dollar. I did win a couple razors on eBay last night, so those are off to get honed, hopefully shipping today to the Stallion. Then I'm going to use my Zen Shave Synthetic, and it's got more backbone than my Plasson, stuff like that, so it's definitely a stiffer. It's got a Wisconsin quarter in the back there. It's sugar maple, the state tree of Wisconsin. And that's my setup, so I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush real quick. And I'll start loading up. Real quick, got word that one of my coworkers is leaving, and we're already down a person right now. We're waiting to hire somebody. We got stuff to do the interviews and all that. We're probably about a month away from hiring another person, hopefully. And then this other person, he leaves in 1 month. And when he leaves, most likely our boss is going to make one, if not two of us, for sure, probably one person on night shift move to days permanently, and then maybe do a rotation with the other three people, maybe do like a 3-month rotation, that kind of deal. I've got a bad feeling I'm about to get to be the one who's stuck going to days permanently, which is a huge financial hit. Night shift differential is extremely important. Being a single income person, child support, all that, it's definitely hard. So if you're of the like of myself, please pray that if it happens, that I'm able to get everything under control, or that, if it doesn't happen, basically just be God's will. It definitely changes my life dramatically if I go back to days. I've got, the people at the gym I've got relationships with at those hours. I've got my men's Bible study on Wednesdays I won't be able to go to anymore. The advantage is I'd be able to go to Wednesday night church service. And there's other Bible studies, but it's just, when you build up such a good relationship. Obviously, there's the advantages too. If I'd get to see my boys earlier on Fridays, normally I get off at 7, 8 o'clock Friday nights. So the weekends I pick them up. I'll get to see them. I'd get to see them sooner. But, so that's awesome. So I'd get a couple extra hours with them every 2 weeks. But it would just make it, like I said, financially be extremely hard. Also, keep praying for Jam and G.I. James. I know he's still looking for a job, and here I am complaining about possibly losing money, and struggling. Here he is, still doesn't have a job. So obviously, if you, please pray for him. Tabac, fantastic soaps. You saw lathering up like a dream. Some people don't like the smell. I really enjoy it. Now, unlike my Uber Soft, this definitely does not hold water as well. So you can see I've had to add a decent amount of water to it. But tons of lather. Where it does excel different is it has more backbone. So I got this from Envy Shave. And so there's advantages and disadvantages to every knot, obviously. Warm my blade up real fast. Put that aluminum fingers. Let's go to town. Day 7, if I remember correctly. See where I got myself yesterday. Small little cut there. that happened, not paying attention to the point, and on the cheek part when I puff it out, I was trying to use the middle of the blade instead of using the back end of the blade and allowing that to kind of stick out of the way. So it's all those little learning things. Just like I'm going to try my neck to start from the center. So when I go on this side, I use the tip more, which is what I like. It gets in those crevices more. I'm going to try to do that going from the center here. So that way, obviously, you got the curvature of the neck and that kind of stuff definitely plays into it. You're not trying to use the whole blade. No, I just put alum on my right hand. I'm about to switch over. I'm really starting to feel this a whole lot more comfort, especially with my right hand. Left hand's definitely coming along. Definitely could use a little more water. Starting to dry out just the last little bit here. Of course, these next passes there'll be more water with our rinse. That's pretty typical for me. Just in general, my lathers get more hydrated as I go. But it's also a slower pace. So I need to start remembering that to make sure keep the lathers hydrated. I know I've said this in my last video with Tabac, which wasn't too long ago, but if you're going to get the jar. Don't go cheap. Because honestly, one, you can sell Tabac pretty easy if you don't like it, especially with the jar, because it just adds that appeal to it. But if you end up like me, you love the soap, you're going to end up regretting not having it when the time comes. Because now I got this soap I love, but I really have a hard time showing it off. Trying the J hook that the one and only Ray Pope suggested there. Hopefully that try that along my jawline as I go up too. I also suggest you guys, if you don't already, start watching some of the UK guys. Like Liam, Craig, I know Nolan has a channel, but it just gives you a different, especially us Americans, it gives us a different perspective of what another country thinks of certain products in another region. Just more input. Plus it'll open you up to products that you may not see in the States very often. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of fun to listen to Craig when he's got such a thick accent for me to understand, so it's kind of fun to watch and listen. All right, 2 passes down. Definitely feel a little tenderness right there. Obviously that was against the grain on the chin, so I probably got myself some of those small nicks there. Yeah, it's a Robert Carey brush from Zen Shave up in Canada. This was my first true custom brush. Marding was my first custom, but that was just, a color selection, same handle design, that kind of thing. So, yes, technically custom, but no real design elements to it. I'm not knocking Matthew's brushes. I love my handle, but just kind of to me, there's a difference to it. Maybe not to everybody else, but to me there is. trying to modify it, I guess you'd call it, maybe version of the J hook, as I come straight up and hook right at the bottom of that neck to see if that along the jawline. See if that helps a little bit. With everything, it's all about finding what works best for you. You know, some tips somebody gives you might not work good for you. Somebody might give you a really good tip that works great. And sometimes the newest person to shaving will give you a really good tip. Like a couple of guys that have just started straight shaving have provided me some really helpful tips because it's fresh in their mind. Because you gotta remember, they just went through the struggle that you're going through. So it's still fresh in their mind. Well, let me see where I'm at real quick. I already tell it to be a little rougher of a shave. I can just putting water and touching my face, I can feel a little bit of issues. Totally missed this spot here. I'm going to try to touch it up real fast. I don't know what I did on that side there. All right, I'm going to pause, clean up, and I will be right back. I'm probably going to use the integrity balm as well. All right, I'm back. Everything's cleaned up. The razor's been stropped for about 30 laps on the rough leather. Tobacco Rose, Ginger's Garden. Integrity balm has already been used, soaked in for the most part. Now I did, the razor had already been stropped, so I didn't want to use it again. But I did end up grabbing my my injector real quickly, and right underneath my chin, I didn't get it well at all. So I really couldn't see myself going out in public like that, so I did do a minor touch up down there. Grab that because honestly, with that, I don't need to worry about being overly hydrated. It's such a real quick, simple, gentle overall deal. So overall, really good shave. You know, obviously form still needs lots of practice. feel like I'm doing well, not doing great. Today was a little rougher shave. I can feel some irritation on my neck. So I will take one of the Soap Commander balms with me to work today. I don't know which one. And that way I can apply either that or the witch hazel with me and apply it as the day goes on. Probably J-hooking coming back up this way probably wasn't the best idea. But we'll see. It's all a learning process. So day by day, we'll see what happens. God bless everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.